For the longest time, buying a Mercedes-Benz meant that one had arrived in life. And of course, that for most people does not really happen until you've lost a lot of hair or it has turned grey. But over the past few years, we've seen how Mercedes-Benz has actively tried to portray itself as a more youthful car maker, something very evident from its design language, the kind of cars they've been making, and even all the AMGs that we all so dearly love. And in India, we saw that in the form of the A-Class hatchback, the GLA, and even the CLA sedan. And this new A-Class here is the latest such attempt from Mercedes-Benz to try and woo the younger set of luxury car buyers in the country, this time as a sedan. This car was first displayed at the 2020 Auto Expo, but then of course, the COVID-19 pandemic put paid to all car makers' launch plans, including Merc's. But Mercedes-Benz India strongly feels that there still exists a market for sedans in the current sea of SUVs. In fact, it tells us that 53% of its sales came from sedans last year, which is a very big statement. And here this one, the new A-Class sedan looks a lot like the current generation CLS, which is certainly hot looking, so I am not complaining.
The A-Class has been designed keeping the younger luxury car buyer in mind, which is something the design reflects strongly. In fact, the design is a lot more distinctive as compared to Merc's bigger sedans, be it the edgy headlamps or the wide grille with a single slat housing the large three-pointed star at the front. The sides are clean with just one sharp crease at the shoulder line, while the 17-inch alloy wheels add a dash of sportiness with their design. Mercedes tells us that the A-Class sedan, or Limousine as it likes to call it, is the tallest and longest car in its segment. More importantly, Mercedes-Benz claims that the A-Class sedan boasts the lowest coefficient of drag in the world for a production car, which is a big feat for what is positioned as an entry-level luxury car. The rear reminds of bigger Mercs thanks to the tail lamp design and also the boot lip, which reminded me of the C-Class particularly. The rear also gets a touch of elegance, courtesy the chrome bits, like the exhaust, and these certainly look nice.
Merc believes that launching a stripped-down base version of a car really robs the fully loaded versions of their value, which is why the A-Class sedan is being launched in just one single fully loaded trim. So you get the full deal, a nicely laid out, luxurious looking cabin, and of course I really like the dashboard, the touch and feel, the materials all around, this massive glass slab here with one screen for the instrument cluster and one for the infotainment. These really good looking aircraft style air conditioning vents, the center console, it all looks very classy in here. But more importantly, keeping in mind the new age luxury car buyers' demands, this car is loaded to the gills with tech and equipment.
The cabin offers the sense of airiness you would expect from the beige black theme inside and the large glass panoramic sunroof. There's a sense of luxury to it all, thanks to the choice of materials and surface finishes, though I must admit, the stalks behind the steering wheel for the turn indicators and drive selector felt a little ordinary in comparison. The steering is a little large too, and a smaller wheel would have been nicer. The displays are crisp and bright, and Mercedes has also thrown in ambient lighting to up the car's premium quotient. The biggest highlight inside the car though are its connected technologies like the latest version of MBUX, which offers full-time internet connectivity on board and thus a range of voice-based command functions. And this is besides Alexa and Google Home integration and the dedicated Mercedes smartphone app. On another note, the A-Class is equipped with as many as 5 USB ports, but all of them are Type-C ones. The saving grace if you do not use a Type-C USB cable though is the wireless charging pad, which is standard.
This car is being offered in India with the choice of petrol and diesel engines both. The diesel is a 2-litre 4-cylinder unit, but what we are driving right now is the 1.3-litre turbocharged petrol, which puts out 163 PS and 250 Nm, which is sent to the front wheels via a 7-speed DCT. But more importantly, Mercedes is also launching the juicier A35 AMG, and that's something that I'm also really looking forward to driving.
We'll come back to the AMG when we drive it, but for now I can tell you that the 1.3-litre turbo petrol here is quite punchy. Performance is brisk as the engine builds rev quickly, but it's the gearbox that is more impressive here. It is quick to change gears and using the paddle shifters adds to the sporty feel, and I'm really glad that Mercedes is offering a dual clutch gearbox in the A-Class and not a torque converter. Performance tapers off slightly at higher revs, but overall the A-Class petrol is very likable on the powertrain front. What's more, ARAI certified fuel efficiency for the petrol version is 17.50 km per litre, while the diesel boasts a claimed efficiency figure of 21.35 km per litre. The biggest highlight on the powertrain front though is the standard 8-year warranty on the engine and gearbox, which is something unheard of.
For what is supposed to be a sporty, youthful luxury sedan powered by a turbocharged petrol engine, the A-Class is also a very capable handler. It feels like a typical German car with its taut suspension, the controlled body roll around corners, the way it stays planted at speeds. And overall, this is a package that will really make a first-time Mercedes-Benz buyer smile because of its dynamics.
Feel and feedback from the steering wheel are very good, which adds to the confidence when driving enthusiastically, along with the planted feel from the suspension at all times. Now at the same time, the A-Class also offers a very well-balanced ride despite the firm suspension setup. Mercedes has also equipped the A-Class with tyres using a higher side profile for the Indian market, and the taller side walls do add to the car's more comfortable ride quality as well. Safety is a given too, thanks to Merc's exhaustive list of safety features including active brake assist, active bonnet function and pre-safe. The A-Class sedan also gets a total of 7 airbags, including a knee airbag for the driver, thereby adding to its safety quotient further.
So the new A-Class is a pleasant surprise in terms of its classiness, and in terms of the overall appeal, this car is anything but an entry-level luxury car. Be it the CLS-inspired design, the way it drives, the plush interiors, the cabin space, the tech and the equipment it packs in, it all comes together, and this car overall feels like everything that you expect a Mercedes-Benz to. And Merc has been missing from the entry-level luxury car space for a while now, ever since it took the A-Class hatchback, the GLA and the CLS sedan off the market. But with the new A-Class sedan, Mercedes isn't just back in that space, it's also turning the heat on. Is also a very capable handler. The way, and I've forgotten the line. Also really looking forward to driving. I didn't even call you.